everyone, welcome back. My name GG Fizz. How y'all doing today? Thanks for joining ARK Survival Dev Kit. We're back again and we're gonna take a look at all the tech tier new thingaladoolers and talk about what is happening with the dev kit, with the tech tier stuff. So if you don't know, there's been a lot of things added and taken out and changed in the dev kit. For instance, here's a great example. This was the original teleporter. This is what we get in the live game. Obviously, we still have this little teleporter, so maybe we'll be getting this in the future, but this is what we have now in the game. So that's like kind of an example of what's happening in the dev kit. So let's take a look at everything. So what do we have left in the dev kit for tech tier? Well, we do have the replicator or cloning chamber, which has gotten a brand new texture and completely finished model. So it looks pretty damn amazing. Before it was really like kind of really dark and kind of like I don't know, it just didn't really look that well, but they've lightened it up on the textures and everything, and it looks pretty cool. There's no animations yet, unless my dev kit's kind of broke, because that's usually what happens if it's not an official dev kit. It is an official dev kit, but it's not officially downloaded, so sometimes I miss files and textures and stuff. But it looks really cool, and I can't wait to see how this even works, because being able to I don't know, what do you say, clone your own dino and stuff, I think it'll be pretty amazing, pretty cool. So that's still in here. So hopefully we'll be able to get that in the future patch very soon. The Giga Laser is still here. They tweaked some textures on this as well. As you can tell, this is now a little bit purple here. It's got some purple tints and it also looks very robust and metal looking as well. Still, it's still got the animations and everything. It doesn't have the sound files anymore on it, so that's a new thing. So, but I think it looks still pretty good. I'm still worried that it's very simplified on its design compared to the Rex one. So I wonder if this is going to be more of a like the base model, like what they're using for examples. Like they put it on, all right, let's shove it on a Megalodon, Tech Megalodon now, Tech Giga, Tech, you know, Bronto, you know, whatever. They just put a bunch on a bunch of different dinos and stuff. So that'd be pretty cool if that's what it is. So a little disappointment from a lot of people I know, and myself included, that we didn't get these Tech Behemoth Gate and Dino Doors. Now, these are the ones that pretty much fold in on themselves. Now, they are in the dev kit still, so I'm wondering what they will be used for, because they're still in the dev kit. Now, obviously, it's a pretty nice looking model, and, you know, why throw it away if someone else could use it, but I would really like to see what's happening, because I mean, I think the folding on itself would have been really cool and nice, but hopefully the modders, or maybe they're gonna actually use them for something in the future, but who knows on that. We still have the Tech Cannon. Tech Cannon is still in here. It's been nothing really much on it, probably some more little textures of little dust and things here, but it looks pretty good still. Not much for animations or anything on it yet, so it's still in the works. But yeah, it's still in the works, so hopefully maybe we'll get that as well. And then we have the Tech Grenade's been in here since the, God, who knows how long it's been in here. Actually, I think it's been in here since the start of the tech tier with the armor and stuff, so this is the thing. And yeah, it's still in here, nothing really new on that. And then finally we get ourselves the Folding Nor. Now, I brought up an example of what I was thinking that this could be useful for. So this is the new aquatic underwater cube. Now this is the moon pool one, is it? Or this is the other one? I don't remember. I don't actually remember which one this is. I think it's the regular one, but it's broken on the top. So, but what I was thinking is this was a folding up door, right? So what happens if they just combine the models? Now obviously it doesn't fit for this. But what I was thinking is, you know, they could tweak the model and actually use it for, see, like this. This. Now, it doesn't really make any sense at the moment from, if you know in-game what this actually does, but wouldn't that be kind of cool of a doorway being able to be open like this and closed for the ability to, like, you know, bring water creatures in here and then leave them in here, but it still has the water feel of it, so like you can store water creatures in there. But it was just a kind of an idea I was thinking, but there's still no use for this, so we don't really know what this is going to be used for. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know, but it's in the dev kit, so that's something we have. And then yes, finally, well, actually, before we do even anything else, I want to come over here and show you something that I've dug up in the dev kit itself. This is a magnificent looking crystal. This is the actual size of the crystal, right? And what is this crystal actually called? This is called Tech Crystal. Now, this is something new and something interesting because it's labeled under Element. Now, what could this be useful for? Well, if you don't know, there's a mod called Bulkcraft, and basically it has bulk crystals and bulk fuel and stuff. So my theory of what this is that after you defeat all the bosses and defeat the final boss, which we'll go over that, if we've gone over that, you get some sort of crystal. Maybe the crystal is used for unlimited power. Because remember, Element's very expensive. It takes a lot of stuff to run. So what happens if this crystal is the unlimited amount of power to power everything from your tech generator, teleports, everything? Wouldn't that be cool? Now, obviously, if you look at the crystal-wise, it kind of just looks like a fucking rock with some crystal bits coming out of it, which is exactly what it is. But it's such a small little thing. But it's really cool and interesting, and I really want to know what it's going to be. So feel free, comment down below. Tell me, guys, what you think, what this could be useful for. Because I feel like I feel like it could be an unlimited amount of power. Now, balance-wise, is that balance? Not really. Would it be hard to get? Meh, some people would be able to get it. Maybe you can make it. Maybe you need like 20 million trillion crystals. You need element, you need polymer, because in like Bulkcraft you need to get a bunch of this stuff to combine to make 30 of these, and then you make into 30 of the bulk fuel into the main fuel, which is unlimited amount of power forever, and it never runs out of power. So it'd be very interesting to see if this is what they're going off of, if they looked at the mod, like, hey, this is cool, unlimited amount of power, this is how you make it, this is how you do it, and it's just something, it's just an idea, but I think it's kind of cool. So yeah, an idea. All right, sorry. Bring you back to the turret. It actually has been changed because I found another version of it. So here's the original one that we showed you a while back ago, and here is the new one. Now, I actually was noticing that these are all new scrapes up and the model has been changed. As you can tell, it looks a lot different than what it was. So here is what the original one looks like, and here is what the second one and the newer one looks like. Now, obviously, there's a lot more texture and like different things happening with this. Obviously it is in the dev kit still, and stuff can change and will change, but you know, it looks a little bit more complex, to be honest. But maybe they're two different kind of turrets. To be honest, I feel like I like this one a little bit more because of this new back section of this new detail right here, and I think it makes it a little bit nicer looking, because what could happen is that these would be pulse cannons, and it'd be shooting both of them at the same time, and like, you know, you could be having like some steam or smoke or something, anything coming out of these back areas. And then this one, you really can't do that. So I feel like this one on the right represents more of the cannon, I think, that will be coming out. But who knows, because it's ARK devs, and you know, but it looks really good. It looks really good in my opinion. So pretty cool. Alrighty, last thing I want to talk about is probably the stuff that you guys have been asking for, probably, and like, what the hell is this shit? Well, I have no fucking clue, but I can give you some insight maybe, and also maybe some ideas on what I think it is. Now, if we come back over here, before we even take a look at that, remember all this stuff over here. Yes, we keep referencing this because this is very important, and we have to figure out what it is. This is basically going to be the end game boss, and what that means is the wildcard has said that there's going to be 3 bosses for main arc, and then the final boss that you need tech tier to defeat. Now, we have no idea what that is. This is what we have, and this is what we have to work with. A dodo, an ape, a rex that's mutated, and a dragon. So our theory is that basically this end boss can be morphing into any dino in the game. And basically this is what we have so far in the pretty much the end boss is the dodo or something. Basically that's all we have at the moment, that you go through each stages to defeat the boss and kill it, and basically it morphs into something else for another stage and stuff. So we don't really know what is happening yet, but that's our theory. That's what my theory is with my subscribers and everything. Over here, though, is we have some new tech pillars. These are kind of, I don't know what these are for, but these are something new. The model looks pretty cool. Very futuristic and alien, but it's really cool looking, and they look really nice. They're 2 separate looking pillars, and you could definitely stack them, I guess, if you really wanted to, but not really too much. It kind of looks something like that. Maybe it's like, maybe there's some use for, I don't know. I don't even know what they are. It's just, it's so, it kind of looks like bones, doesn't it? Oh man, it's really weird. Really weird on that. So let's continue, shall we? We have these things. I don't know what the fuck these things are, but these are new. These are like some sort of futuristic, shiny things, maybe for a alien ship, or we don't really know. Maybe it's something with the end game boss, or we don't know. There's a lot of things we just don't know about this game and that we would like to know. So let's go take a look at all this. Now, this stuff is really interesting because what it's under, it is under Tech, Advanced, Spiral, something, Pillar. And it's called my element column. So everything is under element. It's all under element. What is that? What is that? Well, element is used to power all the tech tier stuff. So what is this stuff? Well, maybe this is where all the element comes from. It's like an underground world underneath the world of the ARK. And basically, excuse me, by the way, burped if you didn't hear it. Basically, this is going to be the start of the end game boss arena. Now, they look really weird, so we'll start with this one first. So, this is kind of like a spiral kind of thing happening with a, I don't know, it kind of maybe looks like a tree. Some sort of tree that's happening with a little bunch of pipelines and stuff. But we don't really know. It is pulsating tech tier colors, so we don't really know. There's a lot of mystery into this. There's a lot of mysteries into this. Here we have is some sort of root thing happening. Same thing. It's exactly with the same tech tier. It's got a whole bunch of little, little tech things happening. At different angles, you can see polygon things. And you can see right here when it glows. It's got a nice big polygon, little glow thing happening. It's really interesting and weird, but it doesn't look finished at the moment. Or maybe it's supposed to be a piece into the thing. Also, if you look at the patch notes, there is a thing that's been on there called, what is it called? Tech Caves! Tech caves. Well, tech caves are coming, so apparently maybe these are for the tech caves. We don't really know. Let's see. What's this one? This one over here is just a smaller version of that. Well, actually, it's a little bit different. More of a from the ground up, or so say. Let me see. Is there anything down here? No, not really. It doesn't look like anything at the moment. So what I would say is that this would be in the ceiling from like right here, and this would be probably in the ground as of like right there or something like that. So maybe these are pieces for the cave itself. This one right here is really cool because this kind of reminds me of a spider web. A spider web that's going from the ceiling down. Now, if that's the case, look how big that is. That's huge. That's a big cave. That's a huge cave. Or it's not scaled properly. So here's like a dinosaur, right? So obviously the dinosaur comparison from that to that is really, really big. So maybe this is just a really upscaled, like maybe they're all upscaled or maybe they're too small, who knows? But we don't really know at the moment what is happening with that. Here's another little piece over here. This is just a little small piece for a little decoration, maybe a rock or something right here, who knows? And this is like another, it's like kind of a root. They kind of remind me of roots, mostly kind of like roots. Pulsating as blue as it can be. And we have right here, same thing, kind of like just a piece, a building block piece. It kind of has a cavity clone, but you can tell that you're not supposed to look at it from this angle because you can't see the textures on this angle, and it looks really flat. So that means you're supposed to look at it from this angle, indefinitely. And then over here we have another one of these. It's not as big as this one, but it goes from the ground up, from the ceiling. So it looks pretty cool. Not bad. It really reminds me of a spider. Maybe the end game is a spider. Giant spider or something. And then here we have the final and last big one. Now, this one's kind of cool because it's got a completely flat roof, which if you look at it, it looks really weird because it looks like we have some symbols or just some icons from something up here. And it looks like a landing pad or I just don't know. What do you guys think this is? I mean, it's not much, really. I mean, it is very, very alien, but it looks amazing. And then if we come down here, it definitely looks like you will be able to look at this at a 360 because the textures on it look very good. And if we take a look inside, there's nothing in here. Absolutely nothing. But what is happening with this top piece? Now, my guess is that this could be technically the spawn of where you get in. Maybe this is all for the the end game arena. Maybe this is all for the end game arena, and that this is where you teleport in on this platform in general, and basically you're up high, super high above, like, I don't know, maybe water or lava or something, who knows, or tech water, elemental water or something, and basically you need to get off this platform down and to kill whatever boss it is and stuff. So, but yeah, so that's it. That's all I have, ladies and gentlemen, for this dev kit for this. We have one more, actually, you know what? I can show you one last thing. One last thing before we go. Here I have found 2 hairstyles in the dev kit. They're both called blocks, so I don't really know what they're actually supposed to be, but they're both for males, and I didn't find any female hair, so there might be some, but I might take a look, and if anyone knows if there are, feel free to put them in the comments down below, and I'll take a look if I can find them. But here we have a very, very nice looking hair that's just basically combed over on 2 sides, and it's very, very more of a preppy look, which is really nice. I think the guys have been asking for something like this instead of those wacky, crazy-ass hairstyles that we've been having, so it's pretty cool. Just like the female ponytail, that was a really good one for the females. And then over here is a very normal looking guy's kind of hair, just a very standard shave and stuff. And I mean, it can be for females, so it doesn't really matter, but I'm just saying it is under guys, and it could be female, so I'm just saying. But yeah, so that's it for those 2 things and stuff. But yeah, so anyways, that's it. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, follow. Don't forget, if you want to see any more ARK dev kits, make sure you take a look at all the other videos I have coming out. We're probably going to be doing a review video on what's actually going to be coming out in the next update. If you want to take a look at any of these videos that I have I've done pretty much a video on every single one of these, including this one. This is a brand new one. You can check that out. And but anyways, that's it. My name is JJFizz. Hopefully you enjoyed. And I am dead, and I'm done talking. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.